About 2 weeks ago, I reviewed the Mega Grow Deep Conditioner on my channel, and I like the way you guys responded to it. I mean, if you have not watched that video, I'm going to put the link in the description box as well as up here, so you might want to watch it after watching this video. Okay, so I got a number of requests asking me to review the Mega Growth Leave-In Conditioner both on my Instagram page and on my YouTube channel in the comment section, and I thought, why not? It's a good idea to actually review the Mega Growth Leave-In Conditioner as well. So here we are. In this video, I am going to be reviewing the Mega Growth Leave-In Conditioner. Even though I haven't used this particular leave-in conditioner as much as I have used the deep conditioner, I still have some things to say concerning this product, and I also used this product recently purposely for this review video. So if you want to hear everything I have to say concerning this product, if you want to hear my review of this product, then you want to keep on watching. Okay, so guys, I got this leave-in conditioner in the small size. I didn't get it in the big size because I got the deep conditioner in the big size, just to show you guys what the small size looks like. So if you want to see what the big size looks like, either Google it or you can watch my review of the deep conditioner. Okay, I'm not going to be talking so much about the packaging of this leave-in conditioner because it is so similar to the deep conditioner, same color, same container, so there is nothing new to talk about concerning the packaging. So the next thing you are going to notice is the color of this leave-in conditioner. The color of the leave-in conditioner is actually pink as opposed to the white color of the deep conditioner. The color is really nice. I think it's cute, it's really nice, it's very attractive. Okay, and then the smell, it smells really nice as well, but I prefer the smell of the deep conditioner. The deep conditioner smells really sweet, or maybe because I have catarrh right now, maybe that's why I can't perceive the smell as much as I perceive the smell of the deep conditioner. But the smell, it's nice as well. The smell is nice, but I just prefer the smell of the deep conditioner. Okay, the deep conditioner smells really sweet. Okay, and let's go to the main thing concerning this product. It is stated here that you should apply daily to damaged hair, apply nightly for added moisture, then reapply to unlock tangles. Excellent before blow drying. Based on my experience with this product, I don't think I can be applying this on my hair every day. I don't think so, because when I used it on my hair, it felt a little bit greasy. It doesn't feel light. Yeah, it doesn't feel light at all. That's just how I feel about the product. It doesn't feel light. It felt greasy when I applied it to my hair, because that was what I used to install this twist. So when I applied it to my hair felt as if it didn't need any extra oil. That was how my hair felt. So I don't think I can be using this leave-in conditioner every day. Maybe every wash days will be fine, but every day, no, I don't think I can be using it every day. So if you have high porosity hair, I feel like you can consider using this product. To me, it doesn't feel light. It doesn't feel like water, if you get what I'm trying to say. So applying every day to, anyway, it is stated that I should apply daily to damaged hair. My hair is not damaged, so I can't be applying it every day to my hair. For best results, after rinsing shampoo, apply from roots to ends and leave in to help stop breakage. After rinsing shampoo, they didn't even state here that you should apply the conditioner before using the leave-in conditioner. So after rinsing out the shampoo, you should just jump straight to using this leave-in conditioner. I don't think I can do that. I cannot do that. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. Oh, except if I am using a moisturizing shampoo. Yes, I can do that. If I'm using a moisturizing shampoo, then I can proceed to using a leave-in conditioner. It stated here that you should use a plastic cap and sit under the dryer for 10 minutes for deep penetrating heat activation. Do people really do that? Do people really go under the dryer just for the leave-in conditioner to penetrate your hair? I don't know if people do that. I don't know how the world does it, but I don't do that. I don't go under the dryer just to allow my leave-in conditioner to penetrate my hair when it's not deep conditioner. I mean, I only do that for deep conditioner, and even though I don't sit under the dryer for deep conditioner, I don't sit under the dryer for deep conditioner. So if you do sit under the dryer to make your leave-in conditioner penetrate your hair, let me know in the comment section. I would really want to hear from you. Okay, but it is stated that I should sit under the dryer, but I don't sit under the dryer just for my leave-in conditioner to penetrate my hair. Okay, so moving on to the ingredients of this product. The ingredients of this product, I mean, it's a little bit different from the ingredients of the deep conditioner. The first ingredient here is water, which is really nice. The next ingredient here is propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is actually an humectant that helps to absorb water, that helps the hair to absorb moisture. I feel like it's a good idea. Next three ingredients on this particular product are different types of propylene glycol. Okay, now with this product, based on the first four ingredients on this product, it should be a good moisturizer, yeah. But now let me tell you my experience with this product. I've used it a couple of times before in the past. I didn't really feel how moisturizing. I didn't feel its moisturizing effect, but I used this recently for the purpose of this review video, just to have a feel of the product again. And when I used it on my hair, when I applied it on my hair, it felt greasy. I don't know how to explain it better, but it doesn't feel light, it doesn't feel like moisture, it just feels really greasy. When I applied it to my hair, not that it didn't moisturize my hair, but it didn't moisturize my hair as much as I would have loved it to. And when I applied it to my hair didn't feel like it needed more oils, to seal in the moisture. Normally I moisturize my hair, then I seal in the moisture, but when I applied this product on my hair felt moisturized, but not as moisturized as I would have loved it to be, and my hair didn't feel like it needed any extra oil to seal in the moisture. That was just how I felt with this product, and that was how my hair felt with this product. Okay, so there are other ingredients on this product that are actually good. We have shea butter, and we also have hydrolyzed protein. We also have like 4 different types of protein, just like we have in the deep conditioner. There are 4 types of hydrolyzed protein on this leave-in conditioner, which is actually really great. Okay, now the thing that is actually confusing to me is that, like I said, this product, when I used it, it felt greasy, it felt like it didn't feel light, it didn't feel like moisture, although it moisturized my hair a little bit, not as much as I would have loved it to. But looking at the ingredients of this product, it doesn't contain any mineral oil. Based on what I've read, it doesn't contain any mineral oil. I mean, the first 10 ingredients here, there is no mineral oil in the first 10 ingredients on this product, but it felt a little bit greasy when I applied it to my hair. Now, when I used the deep conditioner, there was mineral oil. I mean, the second ingredient on the deep conditioner was mineral oil, but I didn't feel like that with the deep conditioner. Can you just see the irony of things? Yeah, so if you want to try this product, I feel like it could work for you. I feel like it could work most especially for people with high porosity hair. But if your hair is of low porosity, I don't think you can be using it every day. I feel like I can just be using it maybe every wash days. Okay, that's just how I feel, but you cannot be using it every day. It's my weigh your hair down, but that's just my opinion, because I don't think I can be using it every day. In fact, I cannot be using it every day. Even if I want to use it at all, I will just use it maybe once in a week or once in a month, something like that. Okay, I cannot be using it every day at all, because it felt greasy when I applied it to my hair, and I didn't like the way it made my hair feel greasy, even though it was a little bit moisturizing, but I still don't like that greasy effect that it has. Okay, another thing that I like about this leave-in conditioner is the fact that it has enough slip to detangle your hair. If your hair is moderately tangled, like if you have moderate knots in your hair, if the knots are not too much, I feel like this leave-in conditioner can actually help you to detangle your hair, to melt some knot. It has a reasonable amount of slip. I feel like that is a really good thing, because I love products that have really good slip. I mean, it just makes you able to handle your hair better, instead of just applying products that will not even. Our hair is kinky, they hug each other really easily, so it is necessary for us to be using products that have really good slip, most especially leave-in conditioners and deep conditioners. Those two products, I always look for the ones that have good slip, and this product right here has enough slip that will help you to detangle your hair, like moderate tangles. Okay, if you have used this product before, let me hear your experience in the comment section if you agree with my review of this product, and if you do not agree with my review, also let me know in the comment section. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.